Buyers have paused right now and they're not paying crazy prices and they're not going to be crazy multiple bids on every kind of home. One has to understand the local markets, the unemployment and job concerns and see what we are trending towards. Are you expecting a significant rise in equity in the next 2 years or 5 years? One of the sellers who said, there's a lot going on. I have some visa issues. I have to find my next job. I don't want to think about my housing right now. Hello folks, this is Bela Vora. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty in Exton and I talk about all things real estate. I talk about all my local markets, the neighborhoods, the pros and cons, and some fun things to do in the Philly suburbs. So you've made every attempt to sell your home and done a great job of it, and you know that the house passes the rental checklist in terms of whether the profile is correct. The next thing you have to ask yourself honestly is, are you deciding between the two choices? Or are you just stalling? Are you just kicking the can down? Are you just deferring that decision? So what are your expectations of the market in another year, in another 2 years, in another 5 years? Are you expecting the prices to go up next year so that you can sell it at a premium? Or are you expecting to hold on to it long term? So that decision is kind of very important. Right now, the market we've seen a continuous growth since the recession years of 2009 and 10. And so the market has steadily been growing. The home values shot up post-COVID. And now we're flatlining, even though demand is high still. The sellers are still very much in the, on the hot seat because there are more buyers out there than there are sellers, but the buyers have paused right now and they're not paying crazy prices and they're not going to be crazy multiple bids on every kind of home. It's only happening on some homes. So the question is, what are your expectations of the future? I can give you some anecdotal information about this Chester County market. We always talk about local markets here. Vanguard, we heard, opened an office in Hyderabad in India. And so there's about 3,000 contractors that they hired over there. So all the subcontractor jobs locally, I'm not sure what's happening with them. Or were they already subcontracted to India? Or did the locals lose some of the jobs? We heard of GSK, healthcare, pharma having a few layoffs. We heard QVC declaring bankruptcy. We heard of hospitals closing down, the Brandywine Hospital locally. We have a strong tech sector in our area, so there's fear of AI layoffs within the tech sector. So one has to understand the local markets, the unemployment and job concerns and see what we are trending towards. Are you expecting a significant rise in equity in the next 2 years or 5 years? Or are you just deferring the decision right now and not having to think about it? I actually talked to one of the sellers who said, there's a lot going on. I have some visa issues. I have to find my next job. I don't want to think about my housing right now. I just want to focus on one thing at a time, which is fair enough. If that's a question and that's the way you want to go about it, that's good to know, right? So share in the comments below what you feel, what your economy is, what your neighbors, friends, colleagues are saying. Do you have any concerns with the unemployment situation in the Chester County, Montgomery, Delaware County areas in the Philly suburbs? Please share in your comments below.